Good morning, Althoff, and happy Easter. My name is Miles.
My name is Megan.
We have tons of different topics prepared for you for this week, so we hope you enjoy.
But first, let's send it off to Lucas.
Wednesday, we'll have the hang time basket. On Thursday, we'll have chicken and noodles with a roll. On Friday, we'll have chicken and chili, Crispitos with rice. Then, on Monday, we'll have country chicken nugget bowl. And then to end out April, we'll have pancakes and syrup with sausage.
Thanks, Lucas. Sounds like some great options.
Next, we'll send it to Thomas and Jayon to discuss a very important issue, corporal punishment.
Their opinions in no way reflect the view of Althoff Catholic, but be sure to leave your thoughts down below in the comment section, for we'd love to hear your feedback.
Thanks, guys. Well, we're here at the editorial. My name's Thomas. This is Jayon. And we're going to be talking about, should corporal punishment be used in schools to keep students in line? And basically, corporal punishment means you use force, like hitting the kid, to make them behave. I'm going to be for it. Jaron's going to be against it. And this is not our personal opinion. We're just trying to have a healthy argument. So, a pro of corporal punishment is that if it's used basically in moderation, you're not hitting the kid all the time, you're going to be able to kind of keep them in line, and it's not going to be the lasting effects if you hit them every day. Another thing is that corporal punishment sets the clear boundaries for the school. So, say for example, somebody does something bad, and then you show, it kind of gets ingrained into the muscle memory that they are being shown what the boundaries are for that school. Corporal punishment is often chosen by students over suspension or detention. While that's a good point, I'm kind of overstepping what I'm doing here, but that's kind of a dumb point because students will always choose the quick route to get out of something, and they don't learn anything in the process. But Jaron, what do you have against corporal punishment?
What I think about with corporal punishment, I think it's wrong, to be honest with you. I mean, having some random person that you don't even know in this wide world hit on your child like that, I mean, that's just very disrespectful, because, if you have permission, if the parent says, hey, you can have permission to do that, but if you don't have permission to do that, especially from the parent, that's assault right off the bat, and that's a lawsuit. So to be honest with you, Thomas, it's very wrong. Because think about it. If my mom finds out that somebody, especially a teacher or a parent or anybody else that showed any harm when I was a kid, she would turn to the honk real quick. So. Yeah, so I wouldn't, if somebody did that to my kid, all trust, they're going to get these hands. So, but to be serious, yeah, it's very bad, and this happened a lot of daycare, schools, and other places, but it's very wrong, for any person to do that to anybody's child if they don't have granted permission or has that ability, they can do that, but that's just very wrong to do to anyone's child, Thomas,
Personally, I don't think corporal punishment should be a thing because, of course, students are going to take it instead of a suspension or detention. It's just easier and faster, and they don't ever learn, You can, and it can cause some emotional and mental trauma, even if you do it in moderation. But yeah, that's kind of my stance on it, personally. Right now, 19 states permit corporal punishment in schools via the law, and 31 states ban corporal punishment in schools. But 3 states have a ban but allow teachers to use it with reasonable force. So take that what you will. Some of those 19 states include Alabama, Mississippi, Texas, of course, Tennessee, Oklahoma, South Dakota, and Illinois. We don't have that here, so I think we're going to be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's it for this editorial. Back to you guys in the studio.
Good job.
Thank you, guys.
Now, let's send it up to Morgan so she can get us caught up with what's going on in the world.
Guys, alright, so time for some world news.
A New Zealand nurse kidnapped by ISIS while working in Syria in 2013 may still be alive, the International Committee for Red Cross revealed on Sunday. For some local news, St. Elizabeth Hospital broke ground for the new cancer center in O'Fallon. And also, Tiger Woods won the Masters for the first time in a very long time. Storms across the southern United States leaves a trail of destruction. That's it for World News. Back to you guys in the studio. Thanks for getting our viewers caught up with news from around the world.
Here at Althoff, we pick a student of the week every week.
This person shows what it truly means to be a Crusader.
Let's send it off to Darius to get an interview with that student of the week.
Thanks, guys. Right now I'm here with Kaylin Hansel, who is this week's Student of the Week. Kaylin, what grade are you in?
I'm a junior.
Kaylin, can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
I cheer and I run track.
Which one do you prefer?
Cheer.
Can you tell me why?
Because I've been doing cheer since I was a little kid.
How old was you when you first started cheering?
Like 7 or 8.
Do you have any favorite cheer memory of yours?
I can't think of one on the spot.
Alright. For being a Student of the Week, you get a parking pass and a Tavern on Main discount. Will you be using any of those?
Yeah, I'll use both of them.
Both of them? Alright, that's good. For every teacher at Althoff, which one is your favorite?
Probably Mr. Westhouse.
Do you know why?
Because he's always there for me and he's always puts me in a better mood if I'm ever sad.
Alright, that's good. Well, thank you for your time and back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Darius.
Now, let's send it up to Boyd to find out what we have to look forward to with our upcoming events.
Thanks, guys. And now for some upcoming events. This week, boys tennis will play April 18th against Carbondale at 4. They also play the next day, April 19th, in Belleville West at 1. And the last game will be on April 20th in Belleville West. Girls softball has a game April 18th at 4:30 in Mount Vernon. Varsity baseball plays Mount Vernon at Althoff at 4:30 on April 18th. And they also play April 20th at 12 p.m. at Althoff. Girls soccer plays April 18th in Triad at 5, and they also play April 20th at 12:30 in Jabot. And lastly, boys volleyball has a game April 18th at Althoff at 5 against East St. Louis. That's all the upcoming events this week. Back to you guys in the studio.
Thanks, Boyd. Sounds like we have a lot planned this Easter break. Our theater program has just finished up putting on a wonderful showing of Fiddler on the Roof.
Let's send it off to Elliot to interview one of our actors in the play.
Thank you, guys. I'm here with Michael Rotano doing an interview for the latest production of Fiddler on the Roof at Althoff Catholic. So I'm going to ask him a few questions. So you've been doing theater here for a long time. What is your favorite production and why?
I've loved so many of my productions that we've done here, and Godspell for freshman year always holds a place in my heart. Just it's such a good show, and it was a good community building show, and it was just very fun to do. But I do have to say that Fiddler on the Roof was probably my favorite show overall. Yeah. Quality and just family and community. It was a very good show.
Who is your favorite character to play out of all the shows?
I'd have to say Tevye from Fiddler on the Roof. It's very fun, good-hearted, but then he also has his down moments, so I was able to show off my acting ability along with singing and stuff, and it was a well-rounded character.
Mm-hmm. What does Fiddler on the Roof bring that was special to it, that made it a special show?
Fiddler on the Roof itself is just, especially now, this day and age, we're always discriminating against these people, and it's become old news, and we kind of forget that these people who are being discriminated against are human. And it's like, Fiddler on the Roof shows that it's a show about the Jews being evicted from Russia.
Mm-hmm.
And you can see that this culture of Jewish culture in the show is represented well, and you can see that they're human and that this is actually happening and that it's a sad thing. Yeah. So seeing that this is prevalent in today's society about just loving each other and even about tradition and going against tradition. Mm-hmm. It's a very special show to do that speaks to all ages, speaks to all generations. But I think it was very special that just is a show that very fitting to what we could put on here.
So I heard that you're going to be doing theater in the future. Do you want to tell us about that?
Well, I will be studying musical theater at SEMO for the next 4 years, and then after that, I'm not sure where I'll be, but maybe one of these days I'll end up in New York doing theater.
That sounds really fun. Thank you guys. Back to the studio.
Thank you, Elliot.
Now for sports. Let's send it off to Tyler to interview three-sport athlete Braden Voss.
Thanks, guys. I'm with Braden Voss, part of the Alpha Catholic baseball team. What grade level are you?
I'm a sophomore.
And then do you play with JV or varsity?
I play with both. It really just depends on the day, but most of the time with JV, getting some AVs, but sometimes I'll dress varsity.
What positions do you play on the JV team?
I play left field and shortstop, and I've pitched before. Anywhere really.
And where are they looking at to play on varsity?
Second, I was a pitcher probably a little bit, and I've gotten some work in the outfield, but really not much.
What is the JV baseball team's record?
Not very good. That's all I know. I can't think of it off the top of the head. I know we got a couple wins in there. Yeah.
What about varsity's record?
I believe we're 5-7. Not the start that they were really looking for, but I'm so confident in these guys. Like, we're gonna come back. We're gonna win state. So.
Have most of the games been close games, or
yeah, they've
not playing well?
Really close. We could have closed it out. We've had troubles with injuries and stuff like that, and we'll be fine.
What would you say your favorite thing about playing baseball is?
The game of baseball. It's just it's just something you can go to and always have fun about. It's so much fun to watch also.
What's your favorite thing about the Altoff baseball teams here?
Oh, because I already know all of them, and I'm really close with all of them. They're like all my brothers and stuff, and they're all pretty good friends with them.
All right. Thank you. Now back to you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Here at Altoff, we have a wonderful program where we discuss different virtues each week that'll help us become better Catholics.
Let's send it to Drew to discuss our virtue of the week.
Drew Sharsa, and I'll be doing Virtue of the Week. The Virtue of the Week this week is heroic, and has the strength to do what's best for others instead of you. And being heroic is not being like a superhero or flying around shooting lasers out of your eyes. It's like being a good person. Like this week, there's an example of a guy who went around in a little Iron Man suit, and he bought people Doritos, Mountain Dew, and all these other things, and walked around the street giving it to homeless people, and they're very thankful. And it's just one example where we can be heroic. We don't have to do it at Altoff at such a high, example like that. Like what we can do is maybe offer someone a piece of gum or be really nice to someone. All these things are just being heroic in some type of way. And that's what we gotta strive for here. Because especially at this school where standards are very high and it's Altoff Catholic, so we need to be respectful to everyone. Being heroic is one thing that leads us to being like that. And that's a major thing. And then again, it doesn't have to be like the Iron Man guy, like buying things for everyone, giving it to homeless people, because that's a big thing to do for someone. It's very nice. But at this school, we all kind of need to think of how can we be heroic to one another. And yeah. What's our virtue of the week this week? Now back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, Drew.
To wrap up our broadcast, we're going to send it off to Jocelyn and Mary to discuss one of our wonderful clubs, NHS.
Thank you guys. I'm Mary Nestor, and I'm here with two new inductees of NHS. What are your names and grades?
Nicholas Alberico, I'm a junior.
I'm Greg Wells, and I'm also a junior.
First of all, congratulations on the induction on Monday night. Can you tell us anything? Are you excited?
I'm gonna give that question to Greg.
I'm very excited. It's a pretty big honor to be a part of this society.
What are you guys excited for?
You just get to help out the community, and then that gives back to you yourself, even though you're giving back to other people.
What was your favorite part or highlight of the induction on Monday?
I liked when they gave us these little candles and we got to hold them.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool.
What is NHS?
National Honor Society.
What do you guys do?
We do service projects and leadership roles and stuff like that.
What are the requirements for a National Honor Society?
You gotta keep your grades up, and you gotta participate in service activities, stuff like that.
Is there a certain GPA that you have to have?
3.5.
3.5. Good. How many others were inducted?
36.
36 total?
Yeah, in our class.
And then, do you guys know anything upcoming for NHS?
No.
Well, they're new, so I guess they'll find out. This has been an interview with NHS members. Back to you guys in the studio.
Well, that's all we have for this broadcast today. We hope you enjoy it.
Be sure to leave your opinions down below in the comment section.
If you want to keep up to date with our broadcast, subscribe to our YouTube channel.
And while you're at it, leave us a follow on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Our Twitter is Althoff Catholic.
Our Facebook is Althoff Catholic.
And our Instagram is Althoff Catholic. Thanks for watching.